Yo, what up, nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. You know that most hated dude with the incredible mood. Coming in with the relaxed late night video about YouTube losers. And these are three of the YouTube losers I'm going to talk about today. And let me say why I'm calling them losers in the first place. I'm calling them losers because that's basically how they see themselves. And that's how they refer to themselves. So the first one you have on the left, I'm pretty sure most of you already know, that's Kent. The guy in the middle, that's Savvy Guy. And the guy on the right is Infinite1. Now going from left to right, Kent, if you know me and Kent have a little history. I think about, like half a year ago, we made some videos back and forth to each other. And even as far as a year back, and further than a year back actually, we used to comment and stuff on each other's videos. Savvy Guy, also known as Oreo Man. I made maybe 2 videos about him. I was about how I think he's a cool guy. He's honest about how he feels about himself. He doesn't try to make himself look, cool on camera and all that other stuff. And then a new guy, at least new to me, the one on the right is Infinite1. I found out about him watching Savvy Guy's video, and Savvy Guy made a response to him. But what really amazes me about all 3 of these guys is that they really don't see themselves as shit. Like it's as if they really look in the mirror and they are convinced that they ain't shit. They're nobody. They're gonna die single. I swear I heard all 3 of them say that they're most likely gonna die single. No one's going to love them. They're never going to find anybody to love them. They're worthless. God made a mistake. All these things I'm hearing from these 3 guys. And what's real interesting about it is when I first saw Infinite1, I was like, this guy, I can tell you right now, all homo aside, all homo aside, like he's an attractive guy. It's not just because he's light skinned. He's just an attractive guy. His even skin tone and all that stuff. He doesn't even look unattractive. Like, I'm pretty sure most girls, like from New York, especially the Hispanic girls, would find him to be attractive. So the fact that he's having those problems too is, definitely says something about his personality and his behavior. He's probably pretty unstable. I have to watch more of his videos before I come up with a motherfucking conclusion. I don't know how tall he is though. I know Kent is really short. Savvy Guy, I don't know, I saw his video. He looked a little short. He has this one video where he's drinking alcohol. He's just dancing and singing, having fun. I love that video because, he was just enjoying himself. And I like watching people enjoy themselves. And, I really like it. But this is what I want to say about these 3 guys and anybody who is in the situation of these 3 guys. At first, I got to ask a question. I'm just going to ask a question. I'm going to get to it. My question to you is, where are your friends at? I mean that, like, where are your friends? And I'm not trying to say that they have no friends. What I'm saying is, if you really feel this way, and, you really have this type of luck with women, odds are you don't have a bunch of or a few good friends around you helping you. Now, these guys aren't the guys who, like, have problems with women they have met generally. These guys are having problems meeting women in general. So, like, if you're the kind of guy who meets women often, but, things go bad between you two, that's a little different. But when you're barely even meeting women in the first place to even get anywhere, I just gotta ask, where are your friends? You know what I mean? Where are they at? Because when I was a teenager, like I always told you guys, I didn't have any luck as a teenager. I mean, girls might have liked me and stuff, yeah, but I was very shy. Nothing really got down till I was in my 20s, thanks to a friend who I met named Andre, and he was taking me out, when I was like 22 especially, and everything just flipped. Everything just flipped. My confidence flew up. I learned how to dress better, how to go out, and how to approach women. He was the master at approaching women. He taught me that shit. Like, this dude would approach women anywhere. And watching him do it and watching him fail actually made me feel better for when I failed. Because him showing me, it's like a father taking out his son and shit. That's how it was sometimes. I mean, when it came to the friendship, I was kind of the leader of the friendship because I was the one who had the money. He was kind of really poor. So when we had to go eat, you know, I go buy stuff for us to eat. You know, he'll come over my crib when he had problems and stuff because, you know, I had things he didn't have, but material. But when it came to the game and stuff, he had it. So me watching him fail and succeed, I was able to mimic how he succeeded, and it kept me from feeling too bad when I failed because I got used to seeing him fail. So when I failed, you know, we just laugh it off and we walk on. That's the number one problem a lot of guys have. When their friends fail, they try to make them feel bad, which definitely isn't good. That's not good for your friend. You never should make fun of your friend or make them feel bad for failing. If you make your friend feel bad for failing, they are most likely going to be too scared or intimidated to try again. Not only do they have to deal with getting rejected, but they also got to worry about getting made fun of. You never do that. You never do that. That's not helping shit. You're making things like a million times worse. You never make fun of somebody for failing. Never. You know what I mean? If they fail, don't make like a big, don't play the violinist. Just be like, all right, fuck it, let's move on. Like nothing happened. That's what I do. That's what he taught me. We move on like nothing happened. You know what I mean? Unless it was something really interesting and funny, then okay, we'll laugh. But generally, it's like, all right, on to the next one. That was our shit back in the day. If a girl reject you, just on to the next one. And we moved like nothing happened. This way, we weren't afraid to approach girls, so we were able to approach many in one night, using our odds as much as possible and getting as many numbers as we can. You know what I mean? But I just want to know, where are these guys' friends? Those friends who can take them out and introduce them to girls and convince them to go talk to girls and make them feel okay to fail. Like, it's very important to feel okay to fail. Once you're okay with failing, it's all good. Things will get much better for you. But when you're afraid of failing constantly, you're missing out on all your chances. A high amount of your chances. Like every guy, I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Every guy has a certain chance of getting a woman every night he goes out. Every guy. There's a percentage for every guy. At least 1%, I'd say, every guy. What can make this percentage higher or lower? Well, how generally attractive you are, how many women you approach, the women you approach, your standards, all of that play a factor. How you dress, how you speak, how you smell, all these things play a factor. Who you're with, how many people are with you, because sometimes there could be two girls and me, and there's two girls walking and I'm with 5 guys. Now look at one girl, she's looking at me, but she's a little intimidated because I got 4 guys with me. That can also play a role. So sometimes when things like that happen back in New York, what I do is I'll be like, yo guys, I'll be right back. I try to catch up to those girls and try to talk to that one girl, not one-on-one because her friend will be there, but try to talk to her in a less threatening environment. So, you know, all those things play a role. Where you are, where you see them, when you see them, you know, what music is playing, like everything plays a factor. That's what I was trying to tell Kent back in the day. I remember telling him that he was saying how you dress doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, it matters like everything else. You know, how you look, how you smell, how you talk, where you're from, what you drive, or if you drive, all these things play a factor. They all play a factor. You know what I mean? They all play. You can meet a girl, right? She could like everything about you. But you could have some badass breath. She may still date you, but that could turn her away. That one fact of you having badass breath maybe she'll get your number and call you another day, but it could ruin your odds that night. Because I know if guys do it, I definitely know girls do it. Because me and my homie Jason, when we were in the city of Omsk, I didn't even notice till he told me. He was like, the women here are extremely beautiful. For some reason, they got bad breath. And sure enough, that night I went out, met this fine ass girl. Her breath smelled like dragon breath from Kid and Play. Like it was on some horrible shit. You know what I mean? And everything else was great about it, but that just kind of turned me off and I turned away. If she had taken a Tic Tac 10 minutes before I went there, we could have been something. And that's not a joke. So everything plays a factor. The words you choose, the slang you speak, the degree you have or don't have, your age, all these things play a factor. You know what I mean? But what it all comes down to, with these 3 guys, I feel I just gotta know where they friends at. Where those guys to figuratively take you by the hand and take you out and introduce you to their friends. Because, you know, when I came out here, I had a friend who wasn't into girls much. He wasn't really into it. He was into games and stuff. I took him out. Now he can't stop getting girls and having girls on a waiting list and shit. He can't stop. How did this happen? Well, a friend came through. That's all it took, was a friend. One, just me. There were no other guys with me. Well, I have guy friends out here who may help me give them a word or two when needed. But when it came to actually taking them out and bringing girls over my place and bringing him, it was me. 100%. Just that one person. So where is that one person for these guys, or those people for these guys? You know what I mean? Do their friends have the same problems, or do they not have friends, or maybe all their friends are married, so they don't have the opportunity to, you know, meet women and stuff with their friends because their friends are usually busy with work, children, and their wives and shit. You know, it just kills me because I don't hear these guys talking too much about their friends. You know what I mean? Because I think that is the most important missing fact. That is the most important factor here. You know, relationship with other guys. You know, a lot of guys miss the importance when they're trying to get girls. They miss the importance of having close relationships with other guys. They miss that. You know, like some guys are always just like, yeah, let's go girls. I want to see some girls. I want to see some girls. I want to see some girls. And they never want to take out a night or two just to hang out with the guys. That's important for many reasons. Building friendships, protection, learning things from other guys, meeting girls from other guys. All these things are very important. I think these guys lack real close friendships. And maybe even it could be males and their families who can do it, who can play that friend role. Like an older brother, even sometimes a younger brother, could take them out, be like, yo, let's do this, we're going to do this, that, this, and that. You know, you know, that's really all I got to say about this. No, I don't see these guys as losers. I need you guys to understand that. I don't see them as losers, but if you go watch their videos, their links are in the description. You will hear how they speak about themselves and you'll see what I mean. You know what I mean? Savvy guy always says he ain't shit and he knows he ain't shit. You all know how Ken talks. You know what I mean? And the other guy, he's always mentions how people in high school say he was a loser, and he's like, yeah, they're so right. They were so right. I am a loser. You know, so I guess that's all I really gotta say, guys. Check them out if you want, but I'm just dying to know where their friends at. I don't know if any of these guys will ever watch this video, but if they do, I hope they can leave a comment. And I'm out, Nyakos. Later.